What's up, guys? So how about that Mass Effect Andromeda gameplay? What? Damn. If you guys haven't seen it, go see it, like, right now. It was shown during the PlayStation meeting. This is what everybody has been waiting for. Every Mass Effect fan, they've been wanting to see uninterrupted gameplay of Mass Effect Andromeda. It was pretty much to showcase the Sony PlayStation Neo in 4K. I don't think I'm gonna get a Sony PlayStation Neo because I already have a PlayStation 4, and it's like, really? Do I really need the Neo? I mean, it looks gorgeous. One thing that really jumped out, just how dark it is. So much of the lights in that scene, in that vault, it just makes it look very alien. Like it's like, where am I? You know, it really ups the mystery. In a interview with Mac Walters, he says that brightness of the light and that darkness really showcases off super well in 4K. Like, if it's not on in 4K, the light kind of just drowns everything out, and it just kind of looks all, doesn't look the way that it looked. I don't even have a 4K screen, so I didn't see it the way it's meant to be seen. I was like, damn, I really want to see this in 4K and see how it really looks. When sci-fis take it to the sci-fi level where they make it look like a sci-fi, I almost want them to, like, you know, exaggerate the sci-fi, you know, so it just looks classic. Newer sci-fi that's not too sci-fi-ish, like, it's like, yeah, that already exists. Space stations, that's already there. Planets, that's like so yesteryear. The scanning with your Omni tool, I think this was a really good idea to add to the game, because you are in a different galaxy, you're on completely new planets, so scanning life forms, you're scanning things, because Mac Walters does say you could scan a lot of stuff. You could scan a lot of the creatures and stuff like that, not just that plant or whatever it was. It says Eos plant Thalos. How is it even surviving without sunlight and stuff like that, and water? In the first trailer where we see Ryder, I had speculated that we had seen both Ryders, female and male Ryder. If you choose brother or if you choose sister, the other sibling is going to be existing in the galaxy somewhere as well. So that's super cool. I love that idea. And there's also Daddy Ryder, which is the N7 guy. When Mac Walters said this, I was like, if you guys didn't see my previous video, I had speculated that the villain was going to be the N7 guy. I still think that this N7 guy goes to Andromeda first, and then baby Ryders, male and female brother and sister, go afterwards. Maybe to find their father, maybe their father got lost, maybe their father died or something like that. I still am really curious. I mean, it probably isn't even him. But if you look closely, it looks so much like him. Like, it looks like the N7 guy. In that shot where the Krogan is holding the dude and he drops him, the guy kneeling right there looks like the N7 guy. So I'm like, if that's the father, then who is that guy? Because that guy that they dropped doesn't look like the default, apparently. I don't know if this is default male Ryder, or if this is just, if they don't have a default and they're just throwing out a bunch of different ways Ryder could look like. But he doesn't look like this male Ryder that they showed off, because the first dude, he was bald, like not bald but buzz cut, and this guy has hair, like more hair. Is this just another way that Ryder could look? If that is male Ryder, then why was this guy dropping him? I don't know, dude. Or maybe he's somebody else. They did say that they were gonna go into, like, names and stuff like that and more stuff on N7 Day. So that's coming up in November 7th. So this footage is in-game during pre-alpha. Pre-alpha. I was like, damn. So the characters are talking about Remnant. There's this, like, AI thing that's, like, floating, and it looks like it's got, like, little tentacles almost. They're not hostile unless you get too close. Kind of reminds me of the Reapers. It kind of, the way that it looks, it reminds me a little bit of the Reapers. It reminds me a little bit of the Protheans, like a bit of both. The technology obviously seems very advanced. It looks really cool the way that, you know, when Ryder puts his hand on the button thingies and they just go like that. Looks really cool. I really love the way that it looks. And then they've got the whole Indiana Jones, like the Indiana Jones bridge where he, you know, like the penitent man pass. The plant life, I'm wondering, is it artificial plant life? What does this vault do? Does it provide life? Does it sustain life? Like the way that this vault feels to me, and which I really liked, it almost feels like a living organism. It feels like it's breathing. It feels like it's alive. You know, the lights and the way that it just, the bridge just forms, and how there's like these little AIs or robots just flying around, like taking care of business and stuff. It's just like, it seems ancient, but it's still a mechanism that is going, you know? I'm hoping that this isn't the threat, because it would really remind me of the Reapers. I really hope we get to see the other side. Artificial intelligence that is so old that probably has something to do with the formation of the technology on specific planets. Like, it'd be interesting where it would be like we have to preserve the remnant or something like that for the good of the galaxy, because if this whatever threat is threatening the remnant, that could be bad, you know? Like, I would love to see that side. Not the remnant are gonna come and get us, you know, like they're gonna destroy us, because then it's like, yeah, they're gonna destroy you. And we see two different types of AI or robots, whatever. There's those little floaty ones, and then there's other ones that actually are walking on two legs. I did notice that there is no UI around the screen, so we don't know how the jetpack works really. Like, is it fueled? Do you hold it? Is it just a push of the button and psh, like a spurt? Or could you hold it and like float? Maybe there's a bar or something. When they're gonna activate this alien device, that's where you see the other characters, your party members. You see two, a male and a female. Maybe the female is a romance. I doubt that that's a female writer because of the suit. Will you be able to bring your sibling as a follower, like in Dragon Age 2? I was trying to look at the armor that Ryder has and the other two characters, and I was like, does it signify their class? It doesn't seem to be very significant. It almost feels like they're gonna focus more on the armor being customizable and not so much tying it to your class. So kind of like in Dragon Age Inquisition, where you got to customize the way that your armor looked, probably going more for the customization than it being a locked look. And then we also see the smiling Asari, which a lot of people have called. She looks super cool. I've seen a lot of people just falling in love with her. And she is, you know, in Mass Effect you get 2 followers, 3 total. So she's a 4th. So I'm guessing that this is where you meet her, and they just happen to come along and you're already with your team and they're like, hi! That's how it was with Liara. If you remember back in Mass Effect 1, when you first meet Liara, you already had your team, and Liara just like, she comes with you. I think Tali too in Mass Effect 2. She doesn't really join you, but she's just like hanging around every now and then. Her voice made me stop. I was like, I know this voice. And you know who it sounds like? Now, I'm not saying this is her, but it sounds a lot. If you just go back and listen to it, and you will hear traces of Sumali Montano, the American female voice of the Inquisitor in Dragon Age Inquisition. Don't look for the Kunari voice. Don't look for that deep voice that she does in Dragon Age Inquisition. Just the tone of it.
Hey, look there. The whole place is lighting up. Power readings are off the chart.
Okay, so I was very fortunate to be introduced to the BioWare family from Mass Effect when they brought me in to play Night Reading.
Ah, it's right on our heels!
I'm pretty sure I knew it was a BioWare game, so when I see that, I'm like, oh, okay, great.
Ryder's voice, male Ryder, it didn't really jump out to me as somebody that I know, especially when it comes to BioWare voices. Like a lot of voices or voice actors that BioWare uses, they'll repeat them. So I don't think this is a returning voice that BioWare has used. I think this is probably somebody new. I think it's good. I like it. I think female writer has a good voice, even though she didn't say that much. But I think it fits her. I think I would love to see more of how the voice acting. And I believe we also hear the other guy, his voice. I think we also heard his voice. When they activate this device, the Asari says that's the Helios cluster. Is it where they are? I don't know. Is it where something is? But it seems like they're looking for something. Is it maybe the N7 guy? Here we see the Pathfinder, which I think it's the Pathfinder. Armor, and not just Ryder has it, but so does the other two members. And they've got that new symbol on their shoulders, I think it is, or on their chest, which is the A with like a little flag thingy on the side. Does it stand for Andromeda, maybe? Maybe it's Pathfinders of Andromeda, or Andromeda Pathfinders, and they've just got the A for Andromeda. I want a shirt with that symbol. I'd be freaking cool. So after they activate this, I'm guessing like the security system goes off, like where they're like, it's like, oh whoops, like we set off the alarm. So it's like, is that what the remnant is? That thing that comes out? Or is that just like some security system? Is that, I don't know. But that's when it gets hostile and they're like, we got a boogie. I'm guessing that this Asari probably knows or knew Daddy Ryder. She was probably on his team. Like she probably came out with that guy. In that trailer, the very first trailer, where that N7 guy is running and there you can see a Krogan and a girl. Like what if that girl is that Asari? So I'm guessing that when you meet this Asari, that's why you meet her. Like it's like, oh, you know about my dad, or you know something about what happened to him, or you know where he is, or whatever. So I think that's probably why she joins you. I'm guessing she came with Daddy Ryder, and now baby Riders are coming. Baby Riders are coming to save the world, or to save their daddy. It's late. So yeah, like I said, there's not much to speculate about. I mean, I could speculate about the freaking rock formations and the lights, and the formations of the lights, and how they freaking spell Andromeda or something, whatever. I really would have loved for N7 guy to be the bad guy. Like, that would have been so cool. Like, let me know in the comments down below, do you think he would be the good villain if he was the father? Baby Riders, I am your father. No! I'm such a nerd. I thought he was going to be the brother and he was going to be the bad guy. I'm guessing more that this is somebody that inspired them. This guy probably even knew Shepard, like faux show. I mean, he's an N7. Like, how did he not know him? So maybe we're going to get some like stories about Shepard. That'd be so cool. It's like a mission and they find him and he joins your team or something, and you get to talk to him, and that would be a great way of introducing new players to the series, where it's like, well, who the hell is Shepard? You knew the Commander Shepard, and he's like, yeah, for sure, like we were so besties. And he could talk about Anderson, and he could talk about like what happened on Earth, and he could talk about the Reapers and stuff. Like, he would be a great source of information. Probably not like a follower, I doubt that. Because then it'd be weird, because it's like you're the one that's supposed to be in charge, and you got your like dad there and he's in 7 and he's following you around. It's like, why? And why isn't this guy in charge? Your base of operations, like he probably stays there and like, or maybe he just goes out in the galaxy and like does his thing, and every now and then you guys meet up or something. Maybe he doesn't need your help, and I mean, like, he's not like captured or lost or anything. Maybe you just left, because Mac Walters did say that a lot of different Hyperion ship, like a lot of them left in different times. So different teams left at different times. It wasn't like they all just left at once. So it is like how I had said, where I was like, these settlements look like they had already been built. So I'm guessing that this N7 guy was one of the first ones to arrive. or at least he was there before Baby Riders. They finally reached the galaxy, and now they have to meet up with their father or something. Oh my god. What if Little Shepard, in my previous video, he said that N7 guy was, what was his name? Bob or Bill?
You know, I bet it's Bill. He was in the academy with me.
What if that was true? Like, what if Little Shepard really has inside information? That's freaking Bill Ryder. Oh my god. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It was great footage. I really love the way it's looking. If there was anything that you noticed that I didn't mention, let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know about that voice of the smiling Asari. Do you think that's Sue Montano? And I know your first reaction is gonna be like, I'm gonna go ask her on Twitter. I thought that too, but I was like, she can't tell us. Like, if she is the voice, she can't tell us. She cannot say if she is or not at this moment. So that's pretty much it. Thanks so much for watching, and I should go.